Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to earnings conference call of RIR Power Electronics Limited, arranged by Veritas Reputation. At this moment, all participant lines are in the listen-only mode. Later, we will conduct a question and answer session. At that time, if you have a question, please press star and one on your touchtone keypad. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Abhishek Sawant from Veritas Reputation. Thank you, and over to you, Mr. Sawant.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of RIR Power Electronics, I extend a warm welcome to all participants joining us for the Q3 FY26 earnings conference call. We appreciate your time and interest in joining us today to discuss the company's performance for the quarter ended December 31st, 2025. We truly value your continued interest and support. As you are aware, the financial results for the Q3 FY26 has already been disclosed to the stock exchanges and are also available on our website. Accordingly, today's session is designed to provide a deeper insight into our business strategy, operational progress, industry outlook, and the company's long-term value creation journey. Following the opening remarks by our management, we will open the floor for a Q&A session. Kindly keep your questions concise and relevant to allow broader participation. Before we begin, I would like to remind you that some of the statements made today may be forward-looking in nature. These are based on our company's current expectations and are subject to various risks and uncertainties that could cause actual results and outcomes to differ materially. Joining us on the call today are Mr. Harshad Mehta, Non-Executive Chairman, Mr. N. Ramesh Kumar, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, and Mr. Ankit Shah, Financial Controller. With that, I would like now to hand over the call to Mr. Harshad Mehta, our Non-Executive Chairman, for the update on the financial performance and the company's overview. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Abhishek ji. Good morning, everyone. Once again, I thank all of you for joining us today for RIR Power's Q3 FY26 earnings call. I am Harshad Mehta, Non-Executive Chairman at RIR Power Electronics Limited, and it is my pleasure to walk you through company's performance for the quarter ended December 31st, 2025.
Michelle, I think there is some problem with Mr. Harshad Mehta's line. I would say if Ankit Shah will just take the numbers.
Sure, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Mehta. I'd like to clarify that we are discussing on the historical numbers. Please do note that anything said on this call that reflects the outlook towards the future would be construed as a forward-looking statement. Having said that, now we'll just take you through the Q3 numbers and 9-month result numbers. I'll begin with the performance for the Q3 FY26. Now, the revenue stood at 20.27 crores, while the EBITDA for the quarter came at 0.86 crores. Consequently, the PAT stood at 0.44 crores, while the earning per share stood at 0.06 per share. Now, in comparison to that, the performance for the 9 months FY26 is as follows. The revenue for the 9 months stood at 66.92 crores versus 59.74 crores for the same corresponding period. EBITDA came in at 8.11 crores as compared to 7.95 crores. Consequently, PAT stood at 5.33 crores as compared to 5.73 crores, whereas earning per share stood at 0.74 per share as compared to 0.75 per share for the corresponding 9-month period. Our Q3 numbers reflected a temporary moderation arising from realignment of certain orders due to customer-driven scheduling changes, increase in material consumption cost, and provision for cost due to introduction of new labor laws. Now I will hand over to Mr. Mehta to share the other business and development updates. Over to you, Mr. Mehta.
Thank you, Ankit. Is it better?
Yes, so much better. Please continue.
It is much better.
Okay, good. Thank you. I'm sorry about my audio issues here, but I'm glad Ankit covered the detailed workings and so forth. I would like to at least welcome our new MD and CEO, Ramesh Kumarji. He's present. He has worked. He will give his background, but he's very well respected, very well known, and I'm very happy and excited to have him lead RIR to new phase of growth. And I just want to give you an update on the existing businesses. First of all, Odisha, we are very close to getting clean room started by about February end or mid-March, most likely February end. Even though while we are constructing the clean room, this fiscal year, we have generated about 1 crores of revenue between the second quarter and third quarter. Last quarter, we did our first international shipment to a very reputed global dealer, and there's a sample order of $20,000. Once that is evaluated, we expect volume orders from Richardson Electronics, which is one of the largest and the most reputed distributor. From Halol perspective, we are really surpassing records, but in a commercial sense. We provided and we tested almost 10 megawatt rectifier for base power for rocket launcher. And 10 megawatt, I know financial people like zeros, 10 to the 6 watt compared to our car chargers and car batteries. Those are about 1 kilowatt. And we are talking 10 megawatt is about 10 to the 7 times what the car power is. Secondly, we are also very close to finishing up a unique high voltage capacitor discharge switch for Indian Army, which is about 10,000 volts and 200,000 amps. So as you can see, we have a core expertise that we have been saying in terms of medium and high power. And that is proven because of the fact that Army as well as the Indian Railways, BHEL and so forth do rely on us, and we are the only company in India to be able to provide this component. We are, by the way, replacing ABB from these applications. So we are certainly making progress. This product that we make has a longer incubation cycle, but we are second to none technically, and we are proving that we can provide the power, we can provide the product to global standard or even better. Now I want to introduce Mr. Ramesh Kumar. We have been discussing with him for at least 2 years, but I'm glad he is finally on board, effective February 11. He is a MD and CEO of RIR Power Electronics. So Ramesh, please share us your vision.
Thank you, Mr. Mehta. I'm privileged to take up this role as the MD and CEO of RIR Power Electronics Limited. I'm sure some of you may be knowing from my CG time as well as my very short stint with the Diffusion Engineers Limited. So I joined RIR Power Electronics Limited on 7th as MD and CEO. Just to give you my background, I'm an analytical engineer from MNNIT Allahabad, passed out in 1984. I started my career as graduate engineer trainee in those days, then the GEC of India Limited, which is largest electrical equipment manufacturer. And after having worked for almost about 6 years, close to 6 years, then I moved to CG Power. So Then I joined Crompton Greaves Limited in 1990, and then first 20 years I was in sales and marketing, which major roles in different locations, headed some branches and the product line as a national sales head. And then from 2010 onwards, I've been handling the P&L responsibility for various products, started with pumps and then lighting and then motors. And then also, in fact, in consumer also, I was in sales head before we hyped up. And then the major contribution is when in 2019 August, the company was declared as fraud hit, and then the many senior leaders left the organization. I was heading the entire organization, reporting to the board. There is a time my challenge was to keep the company running without much working capital, without allowing it to go to NCLT. So that was a challenge which I have achieved, and then Murugappa took over. So thereafter, what has happened, there is a book called The Great Revival by Natarajan Srinivasan, and also part is written there about how we managed during the difficult times. So that's my brief background. After I left CG, I joined a company called Efficient Engineers Limited at Nagpur for 1 year. I was there almost. Then I thought it was basically a mechanical engineering company. So being an electrical and electronics, I was interested in coming back to my subject, relevant subject. So that's how I took up this responsibility. And I look forward to leading RIR into the next phase of growth and set new benchmarks for performance and excellence across the sector. Thank you very much. Over to Mr. Mehta.
Thank you, Ramesh. We really appreciate and patient space. It's only been 2 years, but we certainly hope we will never have to see what you faced at CG in terms of difficulty. I think we are really poised for growth. We have a good team. We need the leadership, and I believe we are in a strong hand in terms of leadership perspective. So I'm looking forward to a good time ahead for shareholders as well as investors and employees and all of us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin with the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask questions may please press star and one on their touchtone phone. If you wish to withdraw yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use only handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. You may please press star and one to ask questions. Anyone who wishes to ask questions may please press star and one now. The first question is from the line of Sandeep Rao from Canara Bank Securities. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Mehta, and welcome Mr. Ramesh Kumar as MD and CEO of our company. Sir, I have a few questions. Sir, last 1 year back, we have developed many new products for different industries like railways as well as coal mining, defense, and other things. What is the concentration? Which products are we going to concentrate? That is question number one. And question number two is regarding your bank tie-up. Whether last phone call you are told that you are looking for a bank tie-up for working capital as well as a term loan. So whether that has been finalized. Number three is regarding that electricity and other things were there where you are telling high tension wires and other things are required, whether that has been completed. And number four is regarding ISM2. Where do we stand regarding ISM2? And finally, regarding NSE listing, what is the status? Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for all reminders for all the important issues that we are working on. And so certainly in the line in terms of the NSE issue, I start from the back. We had quite a few things that kept us busy, specifically the stock options plans and so forth. That was we were able to bring in Ramesh Kumarji. So there are some priorities, but NSE is equal priority, and that's our next action to finish it by March 31st as soon as we possibly can. In terms of the power, we have been fighting. I was in Bhubaneswar for 2 days a week ago. We had a conference call. They changed some changes in the organization, and now we do feel that we have action-oriented people, and they have committed, at least we requested the power to be all on by March 31st, and they will give us a deadline. They're going to try for it, and they would give us a deadline by this Friday. So we can certainly post it on the website or make you aware of it, what it is. We are pushing for March 31st. And because by that time, both our reactors will be on ground, and we should be able to start qualification for the API. Regarding the bank, we are moving forward. We've been discussing with 2 banks. I won't name them, but we are about 90-95% done. I would ask Ankit if any update.
Yeah, so basically we are expecting in principle approval this week, which will be followed by a committee approval, which we anticipate will take around a couple of weeks more. So maybe by first week or second week of March, we should be able to get a positive response and tie up for the debt portion with the banker.
Okay.
Your question about the priorities, we certainly have niche product, but if you look at it overall from last at least year and a half plus, there is a significant push towards self-reliant India. And what that matters is we will be pushing for infrastructure intensive project where we will gain the volume, top line, as well as bottom line both. Mining, we will work with Kirloskar or other people as an OEM supplier. We are working with Jindal Steel in terms of resolving their power quality issues, which is causing the magnetization effect. We keep on doing all of those, but at the same time, our product would be applicable to all of the industries which are power sensitive as well as reliability sensitive. So from that perspective, defense, aerospace, as well as grid and renewables. These are the 4 major structures, including railways, our core business too. So those 5 will keep on following.
Okay. Would like to know from Mr. Ramesh Kumar what is his vision for this company and where does he think, what are the challenges he thinks he will face?
See, more than challenges are vision. Right now, it is just in 3 days. I cannot do a vision, but definitely I can tell you that I have taken 3 targets for internally and 3 targets externally. Externally is strengthening my sales organization first, and then enhancing the reach and strengthening the inquiry pipeline, converting them into orders, and identifying new application, new products, and new areas of businesses, and then also brand building and visibility of our product. Though we have a lot of good technology, I don't think it is very well visible in the industry, and participation in exhibitions that will give us some edge into visibility also, other than the social media, and also the customer connect. I think the relationship building with customers, vendors, and the employees. So that is my 3 priorities as far as external is concerned. And internal is concerned is more is operational excellence. First, we have to see what is the capacity mapping, and then bottleneck, how to overcome the bottleneck operations, and then improving the productivity. And also, I would also like to see the IT infrastructure for the better controls in the organization, as well as faster response to the customer. And obviously, my third priority will be looking into Odisha project, what is going to happen. What's happening there? Hope I answered your question.
Yeah. Sir, when can we expect the opening of the factory? I mean, as a commercial production, when can we expect the date by when you will be announcing to exchanges or anywhere?
So we have, I'm assuming you are talking about Bhubaneswar facility.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And when we met the government people last week, as I mentioned, I told them within 90 days, once we get the power, we will have the commercial production started at Bhubaneswar facility.
Okay. So you are telling that once the electricity is given, after that 90 days is required.
Correct. Because I can control what I need to do. I cannot control electricity except push government. That's why I'm pushing.
Sir, in your opening remarks, you told that you have already started production of around 1 crore. So, can you elaborate whether in the coming period for this Q4, you will be still again producing from Bhubaneswar project?
Yeah. So, if you remember, RIR have received the IP, and then what we are trying to do so that we don't waste time and we get the visibility and RIR name in the product, that we are making it at a contract manufacturer in Taiwan and Korea under RIR's name with RIR IP and selling it through RIR as our customers. So first shipment was for Indian Navy, and second shipment went to this international distributor.
Okay, sir. I think I will come back once I think others will be in the line. So I will come back with further questions. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants that you may please press star and 1 to ask questions. The next question is from the line of Pratik Giri from Shubhlab Research. Please go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Mehta. Greetings. I hope I'm audible. Mr. Mehta, my first question is on the little bit delay in the project. I understand there has been a lot of back and forth from the government in terms of disbursement and power and other issues. I just wanted to understand, are we receiving further tranches of money which Odisha government is supposed to give us? And what is the current utilization of the money which we have received earlier? Probably 32 crore we had received. So how has been the utilization of that money so far?
Okay, sure. So I think Ankit can answer that question, but I can also tell you that the first, once they got the approval, we had spent about 64 crores before the first disbursement. So 32 crore was half of 64 crore. That money that we already had spent on reactors, clean room, infrastructure, and so forth, as well as customer and vendor advances and things like that. And since then, we have also received second tranche of, I think, total for 52 crores. So we got 26 crores from Odisha. Can you please confirm, Ankit?
That's right, sir.
Okay. And can you give the response on the nature of expenses where that funding is going?
So on the nature of expenses, basically the entire pool of funds is used towards purchase of equipment for capex purposes only. It is not for any operational expenses and stuff. And this money is parked in an escrow account which is monitored by the government authorities as well. And the entire fund is used towards capex for purchase of equipments and tools and so on. Hope this answers your question. Yeah.
Yes. Ankit, I was just wondering, so we have received now 52 crore. Is that right? We received 32 earlier, and another 20 has been received, correct?
So, 26 crores we have contributed to an escrow account, which the same contribution has been matched by the government, which makes it to total 52 crores.
So should I add up 64 and 52, or this 52 is a part of 64 only, Ankit? I'm sorry to press on it.
No, the
So
total.
if we want to calculate total capex, it would become 65 plus 52.
Okay, got it. So probably two tranches have been received from the government.
Correct.
And half of
Got
that
it.
we have received, and third will come on our packaging part, about close to 100 plus crore total. So we'll get 50% of it.
Understood. Mr. Mehta, I'm sorry to press again. I understand, working with government is not that easy, and yet we are moving the posts probably every 15 days. But how confident are you this time to inaugurate the clean room facility by month end or mid-March? Is it still anticipatory, or we have some ribbon cutting preparation going on?
The clean room would be done by end of February or mid-March, where I am the only question which we are pushing it almost every other day with the principal secretary as well as chief secretary of state of Odisha, and they both are now in the position and new, and they've been working. We worked with them before in the previous government as well. So they are promising us because RIR facility is one of the flagship showcase for state of Odisha as well in terms of attracting new industries.
Right. Got it. Mr. Mehta, after the clean room is ready, how much time will it take for the epitaxy reactors to get installed and at least, kickstart the production, at least the experimental batch?
So the qualification period is about 60 days, and then the commercial production about 30 days after that.
Okay, so let's say if by 15th of March the clean room is ready, we should do 90 days plus 15th March. The experimental production should start. Roughly.
Yeah, the assumption is that we get the power by that time. Correct.
Right. Got it. Rameshji, my next question is to you. Thank you, Mr. Mehta. Your words are always helpful. Rameshji, firstly, congratulations on joining RIR Power. Probably long awaited, but good so far. Rameshji, I was wondering, the top 2-3 priorities. I'm sure this 1 week period is not enough. I understand, but sorry to be restless here. But in terms of hiring, in terms of the product roadmap, or in terms of even the shop floor reorganization, what are the top 2-3 priorities you have been able to zero in so far for both Halol and probably both for Odisha also? Hiring, if you can start. Yeah.
I just now said that I have taken three tasks at a time, 3 for internal and 3 for external, as I said.
Okay.
First target, reorganization, sales organization, and reassigning the responsibility and enhancing our reach to the customers, as well as increasing the inquiry pipeline so that we can convert some of them as our orders, and also identifying new applications. And there are some products which we have not enhanced to other customers. So wherever we are selling only those customers. So maybe similar kind of customers are there. So that is where the applications and in case customer, when we come up with some new products also, they will be asking. So we will be identifying those products. And we are also looking at some new avenues where we can enhance our top line and bottom line. So of course the brand building, and I also said that customer connect has to be increased. So internally, as you rightly, operational excellence is my top of my priority, because mapping the capacity overcoming the bottleneck operations and then enhance the productivity so that we are ready when we enhance our market reach. If the orders start coming, to be in a position to deliver also on time. So that is the another priority. Of course, to get a better control over all, I need to relook into the IT infrastructure and see what can be done. So these are, of course, as I said, Odisha, right now I'm not focusing too much on that because Mr. Mehta is fully involved and also there. So, and it is, the government people again and the contact. It will take some time, so I want to check it on as it is, and then I will be keep getting the update on that, and wherever my support is required, I'll be extending the same.
Got it. Understood. Rameshji, the second question I wanted to understand is, you have been in the industry probably for the last, right out of college, so you have been a part of the industry. If you look at our Halol business, we are somewhere around 100 crore, give or take, 90-100 crore top line. Now, let's say if I try to understand your perspective on FY27 and FY28, how much we can scale this business from these current levels, because I'm sure in the overall scheme of things, the Halol revenue, the legacy revenue of our business is still very small. And we can probably, under your leadership, we can expect a little bit faster growth in the coming times. So what is that North Star which is there, which you have kept for yourself that, okay, Halol at least should do this much for us in terms of revenue?
So definitely in the last 4 days of my interaction with the people and seeing the products and then where they are selling what they are doing, I have something in my mind, but I don't want to drop those numbers within 3 days or 4 days. It will not be right on my part. But definitely in the next call, I will definitely tell you what is our plan for FY27 and FY28. But as you rightly said, I have seen that the kind of contacts which I have, which I work in the industry, some of the industry people are common for these products also. So I am excited to see them we connect with all of them to promote these products. But at this point of time, you have to answer your question frankly, what is going to be FY27, FY28 will not be right on my part.
Understood. No, we will certainly wait for the clearer guidance to emerge. Ankit, I have a few suggestions. If you can publish investor presentation also with little details about the project, the timelines. And since we are already kicking 1 crore of revenue from the silicon carbide contract manufacturing thing, I think that also will be helpful if that can be put there. Not a very lengthy slides, but yes, some indication to investors of the recent updates from it. I hope that won't be a big task, I think.
Sure, we'll take a recommendation.
It's just to keep the investors abreast. We are all very excited about the Odisha project, Mr. Mehta, and that was the purpose of this ask. Nothing more than that. I will join back the queue. Thanks a lot, Mr. Mehta.
Sure.
Thanks a lot. I will join back the queue.
Thank you. Participants, you may please press star and 1 to ask questions at this time. The next question is from the line of Harish Shiat, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes,
Hello.
sir. Please proceed. Yes.
I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Good news to the team. Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm attending this call for the first time, so pardon me if I ask some repetitive questions. First is, I endorse the earlier participants' view that we should have the presentation for the better understanding of the company. My question is about the Odisha factory. I understand that 64 crores we have already spent. That's why the second part of the 52 crores are in our bank. I want to understand how much of 52 crores have been actually spent for the project.
All of it, what we
Hello?
have is because all the capex, the capex part, the entire, I don't know what the balance is right now, but all of that funding is going into CapEx. The clean room as well as the advances to the customers. For example, second reactor, we already have given the advance. The reactor should be coming in around March 15th as well. But maybe Ankit can give the number in terms of how much has been spent so far.
Yeah. Ankit? Hello?
Ankit, sir, yeah.
You're able to hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
So we have spent roughly around 43-45 crores out of the 52 crore kitty, and we have capex plan for the balance as well. Post which we are lining up for the bank debt financing, which will contribute to this particular escrow, which will be an equal contribution will be matched by the government as well. And with those funds, we will be able to achieve a closure for phase 1.
What is the total capex for the first phase?
It is roughly around 225 crores.
So half will be come from the government?
Right.
Correct.
Okay. And for the second phase, anything tied up? Capex, what is the amount and any plan for that?
So phase 2 capex is 395 to 400 crores, and that lineup will be we are currently in process, but we'll tie up that once we have this particular bank financing done for phase 1, then phase 2.
In the meantime, meantime, answering your question, I have been looking at the equipment suppliers, getting quotations and trying to finalize the equipment that we will need for phase 2.
So phase 2 also will be co-financed by the government?
Yes.
Okay. But what about the power? What is the actual problem for the power over there?
So right now, the issue of power is I know power quality and reliability is very important for semiconductors, because any fluctuation in the power can result into the entire batch being redone or restarted. So the state is offering us power from 11 kV line, and we are requesting power from 33 kV line, because the variations and the purity is much higher at 33 kV line.
Okay. So this was not analyzed before taking the project over there?
No, we already told them a year and a half ago that we need 1 megawatt of power from 33 kV line. But with the government change and the people changing at their locations and so forth, even though it's supposed to be single window clearance, we are struggling, but we understand that we need power, so we have to work with the system rather than complain about it.
Okay. What is the potential revenue from the phase 1 production at optimum level?
Ankit, you have that number?
Yeah, give me a moment. Maybe we'll come back to you on this particular question.
Okay, no issue. Thank you very much. And I would appreciate even if now also you can prepare one small presentation and upload on the BAC website and your website, so that will give more visibility to the investor who want to invest into your company. And all the best to Ramesh, and I hope that he does the miracle for our company. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Participants, please press star and 1 to ask questions. The next question is from the line of Pratik Giri from Shubhlabh Research. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity again. Ankit, I just wanted to understand, about our conversation with the banks for the debt. I understand these amounts involved are little large, and given our current balance sheet, probably there must be some negotiation and persuasion might be going on. I was just wondering, how has been the conversation going on? Are they asking for collateral, or this Odisha government backing itself is enough for them to disburse the loan? If you can throw some light there, because I think we have been on this pursuit for the past 6-7 months, and nothing has materialized so far. So if you can help us understand how has been the conversation on this part.
Sure. So basically, we were in negotiations earlier with another banker, and right now the banker we are in conversation with or in talks with, they are quite positive to move ahead with this particular proposal. And so your point is correct. They were facing certain issues in terms of collateral, but internally they have been comfortable and they would want to partner with us for this particular financing arrangement. So we are moving on a positive direction currently, and hopefully we should be done by first week or second week of March.
Got it. Ankit, I'm sorry, I just forgot the amount we are currently negotiating for. Is it 75 crore or 100 crore?
Currently, we are looking for 70 crores.
Okay. And that's all for phase 1?
Correct. And so basically, this debt would be used for phase 1, and an equal contribution would come from the government, which will help us complete the phase 1.
Got it. Got it. And how much will be the moratorium period to avoid the interest payment, or we'll have to pay interest right from day one?
No, so we have sought a moratorium period, but maybe that would be quite a lot of intricacies and detailing. So maybe once we have approval in place and a sanction letter, maybe we can discuss that around.
Understood. Understood. But you are hopeful that probably by March mid, this also should get resolved?
Absolutely.
Got it. Got it. Got it. No, this is helpful. This is helpful. Thank you. Thank you, Ankit.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as there are no further questions, I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Abhishek Samant for closing comments. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you to everyone who joined us today and participated in the discussion. We appreciate your questions and continued interest in RIR Power Electronics. As always, we remain committed to transparent communication and delivering long-term value to our stakeholders. In closing, on behalf of the Board of Directors and Management, we thank you all for your participation in this call. We remain focused on operational excellence, financial prudence, and long-term value creation. Should you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We look forward to engaging with you again in the near future. Thank you and have a great afternoon and stay safe.
Thank you,
members of the
and
management.
thank you all the organizers. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of RIR Power Limited and Veritas Reputation, that concludes this conference. We thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.